Yeah, man. I can't stick. I can't. I love to read books, but I got to read 2 and 3 pages at a time, and then come back a week later. A 300-page book, except for the first one of Shawn's, because I had to see what he said about me. Because I zipped through that one.
Vested interest in that one.
Yeah, and every other page, I'm like, come on, Shawn. And only not because it was something I was embarrassed about, it's because it was not quite as accurate as it could have been. That's being nice, saying it in a nice way.
I'm sure he's going to.
I love Shawn to death. I'm not talking him down, but I don't want to, because I like him so much. I don't want to say straight out lies in the book.
Well, do you feel there were straight out lies in his book?
I know there was.
All right. Well, Shawn will come up on these various episodes. Maybe you can correct the stories.
Well, I'll give you an example.
All right.
And I probably shouldn't, but I'll do it anyway.
Well, give us an example.
And it's all meant from the heart. I'm lovingly telling the truth. There was a time when Shawn and I were, man, I'm telling numbers too on this one.
All right, let's hear the numbers, baby.
Don't tell Sue Aitchison.
No, as much as I love her, I don't think she watches these.
Sue, I'm giving out numbers. I know we ain't supposed to do that.
All right.
But this was so many years ago. It was like 1990 or something. Shawn and I had a. Are you texting me? Because my phone.
No, not at all. I'm just.
My phone just vibrated.
No. I'm just trying to get out to this. No, that was my phone. That was mine.
No, it says your name. What are you telling me? Oh, tell them about the time that one. No, I ain't telling them that. But so, what actually did happen? It was we were at we had a meeting with Vince, and somebody fell back there.
They're really excited about the story. All right.
Or fell asleep.
I don't think that.
They how you doing, man?
Oh, that's our friend T, I think. He's masked, though. Is that you, T? Yeah. All right, well, you're interrupting the story, but other than that...
I thought that was David Letterman.
Come on down, grab a seat from up there, and join us, brother. All right, back to this correction from the book.
Yeah, so Shawn, we'd had a meeting with Vince about, we were mid-card at, the Rockers, mid-carders, and we asked him, and so our pay stayed after so long. Our pay stayed. It wasn't bad pay, but we was wanting to climb up the ladder, and we were working our ass off every night, 300 nights a year. Had great matches with everybody. I can't think of any tag team we had a bad match with, even what they used to call jobbers, and I hate that term.
Yeah.
Extras and enhancers, I like that. I'll go with that. We had great matches with them, and so we were sitting there watching the other guys keep going up the ladder, getting more money. It wasn't so much the money, but it was too. I mean, you want to get paid for the work you put in. I mean, if you're doing better than some guy that's making $250 a year, you're only making $150,000 a year. Well, shit, what are we doing wrong?
Right.
But we had the meeting with Vince basically and said, what can we do to elevate ourselves from mid-carders? At least can we get to upper mid-card?
Yeah.
Which I think that's where we were. But we wanted to dip into the lower high cards, and the money would come with that. As you move up, the money comes with it. So we had a meeting with Vince. We told him, and he was happy about that we said don't give us anything. It is truth. We didn't want anything just given to us. We'll do more work, whatever it takes to get up there higher. I mean, we'll work in double shots all the time. I mean, just saying anything, whatever it takes. We're not saying, hey, give us anything. Just let us know what to do and we'll do it. That's basically was our meeting. He was happy about it. We believed him and we left happy, figuring, okay, well, maybe we'll get to go up the ladder some now. And about 2, maybe 3 weeks after that, no, it wasn't even that long, Shawn had bought a motorcycle. All the boys go through phases, or they did back then. At one point, everybody was wearing cowboy boots, which I'm not a big fan of those, so I never got into that one. But everybody's wearing the big cowboy boots and showing each other off. Look, mine's snakeskin. Yeah, mine are alligator. Mine's possum Peter. They were all kinds of them. But and Shawn got into that. But then another phase, they were buying motorcycles.
When would they have time to ride them?
Well,
you're on the road
2 days off. Yeah, you're on your 2 days off. It was like we do 20 days, then you get 2 or 3 days off, then you come back and do a short tour, 15 days, and you get a day off. But you know, Lex went and bought, Lex Luger, they went and bought a motor. All the boys were getting into the motorcycle thing. And I mean, all of them, Anvil, Davy Boy, but Lex bought one, just bought it, paid it off cash, drove it off the lot, and right in front of the lot crashed it. and the value dropped in half right there in front of the building. But then Shawn bought one, and I was telling him, no, man, no. You see what happened to Lex, you know, let's don't take the chance. No, I'll be fine. Well, he rode and he got caught and it started raining a little bit. Am I talking a lot?
No, you're talking a lot, yeah, but it's good stuff.
Because I'm like, damn, that voice is familiar, and I realized it was me. But it was sprinkle or just started, and I guess the road gets real slick when that happens. And he was coming to the railroad tracks, and he went to slow down, you know, try to slow, and it started skidding. He put his foot down, and it spun and it tore his knee out.
Oh, okay.
And if you remember at SummerSlam, when he came out, there was a SummerSlam that he came out, I had to wrestle against Hercules and Paul Roma. Who were they?
90.
Power and Glory.
Oh, Power and Glory, yeah, that was SummerSlam 90, yeah, in Philly.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing a year, okay.
No.
Hell, man.
Oh, well.
Encyclopedia right here. But so, you know, Shawn tore his knee out, and he was out for about 3 or 4 weeks. 3 weeks.
I think it was longer than that, because
might have been, yeah.
When you guys did the next loop and came through Boston, the promoted tag match turned into a singles with you and Roma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so while Shawn was out, Shane Douglas, remember Shane?
Yep.
He filled in because I guess he looked similar, you know, still looked like the Rockers, even though. And I love Shane to death. We had great matches too, with everybody. But so anyway, Shawn. The point was Shawn was at home at the time. He lived in Tampa. I lived in Orlando. Our first houses we bought.
Oh, really?
We was going to try to live in the same city because we had done it everywhere we had lived around the country. As we were coming up, we always lived in the same apartment complex. Mm-hmm. You know, when we lived in Kansas City, and then when we moved up to Minneapolis, and then we went down to Nashville, we were always right close together. So we really wanted to get our houses in the same city, but it ended up close enough, Tampa and Orlando, just like an hour and a half. And I think we both did it mainly for our girls. His girl, I think, liked it, Tampa. I actually loved Tampa, but I did move there eventually. But Orlando, the girl I was seeing at the time, she was a model and actress, and Orlando was a good place for that. So I got the place in Orlando. Anyway, at the end of the tour, like it was about a 2-week tour, 14 days, 17 days, something like that, we had to go shoot a commercial. And so I went from wherever the heck I wrestled in Chicago, the night before, flying to Atlanta, and it was a cereal. It was called Superstar Cereal. Remember that one?
I think I'm familiar with the story.
It was
keep
bigger
going.
up here.
Was it cereal or was it cookies?
They had cookies too, but it was cereal.
They were both. Okay.
This was cereal. Yeah, and it was bigger up here in the Northeast and down, the rest of everywhere. But so we flew in. This is where I'm about to get in trouble telling the numbers. We flew in. Shawn was home, so they flew him up from Tampa into Atlanta, just shooting a commercial. And it was some of the guys. It wasn't a whole bunch of us. It was what were the natural disasters? Typhoon and earthquake.
Yeah.
They were there. The Road Warriors and Shawn as teams. Sid was there. A couple of other guys for singles. I can't think right now. But so when you do commercials, if you got more than 3 speaking words, you get the first commercial you're allowed. The second commercial, if it's more than 3 words, you have to join SAG, Screen Actors Guild. Yeah, well, back then, I don't know what the rule is now. But so the people from the Screen Acting Guild, they don't know that, like, hey, guys, see what other guys are making? They go crazy. So they just hand us stacks at Find Y'all's, because they didn't know who any of us were.
Right.
Find Y'all's. So we're leaping through them, and we're seeing, here's the numbers. Sorry, but this was 1989 or something, 90. Pay would be way higher today. We're looking in, Everybody's getting 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. We ain't found ours yet, but we're thinking, that's, you know, each. It'd be 10,000 each. So we're like, that's a good little payday. You know, all you do is smile and say, hey, it's great cereal. Even though it sucked, I had a bite. But so they were going through, leafing through the papers. Everybody's got 10. Then we come across ours. And 5,000 and 5,000.
Yeah, that's how I was told it happened.
Yeah.
You guys got half of what Joe and Mike did.
Yeah.
The Road Warrior, Legion of Doom.
Yeah, and Shawn got pissed. He goes, are they just, what did they give the Road Warriors again? He's flipping through to see if they split the tag teams. You know, the single guys getting 10, maybe the tag, no.
You were the only ones that got cut.
Yeah, even the natural disasters, not putting them down, I love them to death. But I mean, they were around for 6 months as a team.
Yeah. Not a
and
long
they're
run.
getting double what we're getting. Okay. But so Shawn had a fit. And he like threw the papers in there and you know, did a little tantrum. He was like that back then. He's good, you know, he's calmed down now. Now, you know, older and Christian life. He's very good, but he was hard to handle. He admits that back in his younger days. But he threw the papers in there. I said, we got to sign them. we got to look for
You had to sign them, yeah.
Yeah, man, he was like, that's it, fuck it. We just talked to Vince about this. Fuck this shit. Let's go quit.
The World Wrestling Federation was live at Cobo Arena in Detroit, Michigan, Saturday, May the 30th, 1998. In the opening contest, DOA beat Los Boricuas. Kurgan with the win over Chains. Vader defeated Owen Hart via disqualification. Farouk victorious over Mark Henry via disqualification. WWF Light Heavyweight Champion Taka Michinoku retained the title over Brian Christopher. Kama and D'Lo Brown beat Bradshaw and Dustin Runnels. And in the main event, WWF World Champion Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker in the Legion of Doom, defeated WWF European Champion Triple H, Kane, and WWF Tag Team Champions, the New Age Outlaws. If you are in Detroit Live, share your memories in the comment section below. Use the links in the description box to keep Wrestling Legends working in our eBay store and on our world-renowned Patreon streaming service so we can bring you more interactive superstar shoot interviews to relive the good old days of professional wrestling. Check it out. Boston Wrestling Sports in the MWF explodes into a new year with professional wrestling content galore and need you to join our family. Every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. after our Monday Night Raw review, it's Wrestling Insiders at your house with WWE Hall of Famer Mr. USA Tony Atlas. Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. after NXT and AEW, join rotating legends on Wrestling Insiders Special Edition. Every Thursday night at 10 p.m. after our NXT and Dynamite review, it's Marty Jannetty's No Holds Barred Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll Journey on Wrestling Insiders Party with Marty. Friday night after SmackDown, don't miss John Cena Sr.'s Wrestling Insiders Fabulous Fridays. Plus, look for classic clips, history videos, bonus live episodes, pay-per-view watch-alongs, and more. For less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks, get early ad-free access to our Wrestling Insider talk shows, our acclaimed studio shoot interview DVD library, and help keep wrestling legends working during the worst of times. Join our growing family at patreon.com/Boston Wrestling. Expect the unexpected in 2021.